Previously on Imagine Dungeons.
Ridley is an older man who spends the lion's share of his time alone. He has one nephew. Other than that, he's a solo player.
You can see rising through the trees, there is a tower, and there's a wooden sign next to it that says, "Welcome to Ramshackle's Tower," with a colon and a closed parentheses.
I'm going in this tower, for sure.
Okay.
I'm already in it.
You notice that it's a wide hallway. There is a large mirror on the exact opposite side from you. There's a clothes hanger next to you, a coat rack.
Does anybody feel like approaching the big mirror at the end of the hallway?
Can Donnie do a check of this mirror? Can he check on this mirror here?
Yeah, sure. And you also need to make a charisma save.
Pardon me?
You are sucked into the mirror. The mirror, after showing Donnie's reflection for a moment, goes blank.
It's just 40 Justin Timberlakes.
It sees... It reveals the party again, just like a normal mirror would, but Donnie is nowhere to be found.
Mirror. Oh, dude, Fiddlesticks is sprinting after his friend, sprinting towards the mirror.
Sure.
Into you.
Nothing happens.
Use the chime.
It feels early.
I would love to do an Arcana check on this mirror.
Sure.
As a fellow inventor, I would like to see what kind of mirror magic this guy's cooked up. 15 plus 5, the dirtiest, just nastiest 20. It's
20.
It's got a funk
20.
to it. It's like kind of little slimy.
An aged 20.
You know exactly what this is from an old story they used to tell at college.
A mirror.
This is a mirror of life trapping. You know that if you call the name of a creature that's trapped inside, they appear in the mirror and you can speak with them. Somebody could get out if you knew a spell that let you teleport, or if you had, some oil of etherealness.
Didn't snag that one.
You know that if you spent some time learning more about the properties of this mirror, you could probably figure out another way to get them out.
Donyark Ghaash'kalla.
And Donnie appears in the reflection.
Glint. Where am I?
Well, you are currently, and believe me, this is going to be temporary, currently inside of a mirror of life trapping.
Oh.
It sounds much more dire than I'm sure that it is, but there are ways to get you out of it, and we will use one of those ways to get you out of it very soon.
Your confidence inspires me.
Thank you.
Fiddlesticks just flashes a thumbs up at Glint, like, that's good. That was really good.
Wait, so did we not get all of the stuff from Ingo?
No, we only got the opening chime and 3 potions.
And the Giant's hat and 100 ball bearings. Let's not forget.
True. You're so right.
Gosh.
Important
I thought we
things.
got all of his stuff.
We should have bartered harder.
You should have been more clear on that contract, brother.
We could have done more violence. I have a +5 on intimidation.
Scare
I
the
wanted
mirror.
to use it so bad, but it was
Why
going
didn't
well.
you use it?
I thought we were getting everything.
The classic blunder.
I'm learning right now. Don't delegate.
What is it like for Donnie? Do I have any idea what it's like?
I mean,
Is he like Paper Mario?
it feels pretty cramped. You don't have a ton of space to move around. In 1 minute, you were looking into the mirror. The next minute, you're on the other side.
All right.
You have no recollection of not facing the party.
Whoa.
Weird.
Okay.
Does that, I believe it's a brooch. It's a chime of opening. Would that, can I sort of see if that would do anything here?
You want to try to use it?
Yeah. I want to get our boy back.
Yeah. You ring the bell, and the mirror begins to crack from one diagonal side to the other, and then it shatters to the ground.
Oh no.
And also falling out of the mirror is Donnie.
Okay, there we go.
That's fair. That will take
Oh.
2 uses of your chime, so you have 8 out of 10 remaining.
Didn't even know that was a thing. Okay.
Yeah, can we get that description of the
Oh,
chime?
yeah. Jordan, you can add it to your inventory, but it's basically, it's a hollow metal tube. It's about a foot long. With an action, you can strike it, and pointing at an object within 120 feet that can be opened. It has a clear tone, and the lock or latch opens unless the sound can't reach the object, like if it has the silence spell. If there are no locks or latches remaining on it, then the object will open.
And there's 10.
There's 10 uses. 2 are just used.
Got it.
Perfect.
Donnie, so glad you're back, man.
Oh, yeah. I don't remember being gone. That was wild.
You went 2D there for a second for us.
That's amazing. How did I get back out of here?
The power of song.
How appropriate.
Fiddles gave her the old bing bong, and here you are.
Donnie walks over to Fiddle and just like puts a hand on his shoulder. And he's like, Fiddle, man, I got a couple verses ready for you, man. Thank you.
Fiddles is beaming.
Anybody who would like to, if you're like roaming around in this room, you could make a perception check
I'll do it.
Yes.
You know what? I'll do it.
for hearing or smelling, if that affects anybody's modifiers.
17 plus 4, 21. Perception.
17 for Ridley.
15 plus 3, 18 for Sue.
12 plus
Oh
2,
my gosh,
14.
this is
for
the
Glint.
opposite of the last one. With those rolls,
Show us
everyone,
This hallway is thoroughly perceived.
after wandering around in this hallway for a little bit, again, you do notice that there are 2 doors on the north side of this hallway and 1 to the south. You also can smell mold and burnt wood. Donnie, you rolled a 21. You're facing the party. You could have sworn that in the reflection, when you were looking out from the mirror, you saw the coat rack at the back of the room move.
Oh. Okay. So Donnie's going to go check that out.
Okay. What does that look like for Donnie?
Not too close. He's going to like let the party know that he's like, I guess like kind of like, y'all smell that? And then he's going to point at the...
I think Donnie farted.
Point at the coat rack. Feels like there might be something in here.
Davey keeps pointing at his nostrils.
Okay, I think Fiddles at least starts to sniff. Fiddles is very locked into what Davy's up to.
Oh, Davey was mainly saying that he didn't have a nose.
That's not how Fiddles read that situation.
I didn't give the robot a nose. I didn't think he'd need it. I barely used
Fiddles
mine.
is like pissed that Davy doesn't have a nose. Fiddles is like, are you kidding me?
How dare you?
Davey like points at you like he's laughing.
Can Donnie wants to get close enough and like take his whip and like whip the coat rack.
Ooh, okay. Roll the hit.
Whip it.
Roll the
Whip
hit
it
with
good.
advantage.
That's my first one. That's not good. That was a 3 plus 4 equals 7. Hopefully not that one. Oh,
Better roll.
That's a nat 20 plus 4, 24.
Ooh.
Okay.
He
So
whips it to death.
the creature, the coat rack.
Got him. Got him.
DM stands for dumb man, dude. You're a dumb
Opens
man.
its mouth. I guess a mouth grows out of the splinters of the wood, and a tongue falls out of it, and eyes grow up
Yes.
on the shoulders of the coat rack. And this is a mimic.
Yes.
You can roll for initiative. Since you surprised it, you guys will get a free round on it.
11 plus 2, 13 for my initiative.
Mine was a 4. It was very bad.
Mine was really good. Can you add mine? It was a 21.
Donnie, did you crit fail your initiative?
Yeah.
Yikes. Hate to see it.
Ridley, you got a 13. Okay, Donnie, roll for damage first.
With the whip?
Yeah.
1 plus 2, 3.
Okay, do we want to do double damage on crits or double dice?
What's your pref?
Yeah, talk to us.
Normally when I play at like a physical table, I like double dice because it's fun to roll more dice.
Love it.
Yeah.
I like to roll more.
Okay, then we'll double dice.
So 3.
Plus your
Don't mind if we
1d4, I believe.
do 4 plus 2, 6. So 9.
9 total? Okay. Well, Fiddles, you are up first. The order for our listeners is Fiddles, Ridley, Glint, then the Mimic, who won't have this first turn since it's surprised, and then Sue and Donnie. Fiddles, you're up first.
Okay, Fiddles will approach the mimic and give it a quick stabby stab.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to be a 17 plus 5 to hit.
Oh, that'll hit.
That'll hit. And the damage is going to be, I believe, a total of 15. That's 8. Oh, it rolled a sneak attack, which it shouldn't have. I
Oh,
don't
my
believe
bad.
that's a sneak attack.
Yeah.
So it's just an 8. 8 damage.
When your sword cuts into it, its tongue like wraps around the sword, and you are grappled by it.
Okay. Can I attempt to disengage with my bonus action? Like, can I attempt to like unwrap and get away?
You would have to use your action to try to ungrapple.
Got it. So I am stiggity stuck then.
Forget, you are a swashbuckler rogue. I believe your sneak attack works when you're one-on-one and no allies or enemies are near.
If another enemy is within 5 feet,
You get sneak attack.
I get sneak attack. Is there one of my allies within 5 feet?
No.
Okay, then no. I do not get a sneak attack.
Okay. Is there anything you'd like to do with your bonus action, or
I'll tell you what. I would like to use my new cantrip of Booming Blade on the attack. So if it moves 5 feet of its own accord, it will
Sure.
take 1d8 thunder damage.
Okay. All right. Ridley, you're up.
Dang. Okay, I'm gonna do a violence.
Roll for violence.
So Ridley's gonna run up close and swing the glaive. Ooh, that's a 6.
That's a 6.
So he's not used to fighting furniture.
I am so sorry to interrupt here. I just looked it up. Gage, you are correct. As a swashbuckler, if no one is within 5 feet, if I'm within 5 feet and nobody else is, without disadvantage, I do get sneak attack. I'm terribly sorry. So that's
No
actually
problem.
a 15 damage instead of an 8.
We'll add that extra 7 to it.
So sorry to interrupt. I'll never talk again.
Ridley, are you going in with your bonus action as well?
I am. That's a 21 with the trident.
That'll do
Much
it.
better.
You can
That'll work.
roll for damage.
So one-handed does 8 damage.
Good hit. Is that your turn?
That's it.
Yep, your trident pierces it. In the stem of the coat rack, but you do notice like the glistening. They almost look like taste buds because they grab onto your trident as well.
Ooh.
Okay. So we're both grappled?
You're both grappled.
Gross.
Fiddlesticks back at it again.
I guess
dude.
your weapons are, so theoretically you could drop it and run.
I'm holding on
All right.
for dear life.
My turtle shell is full of poop.
Roll for stanky. Glint, you're up.
You guys might take a little bit of AoE from this. I'm sorry.
Bring it.
Glint's about to do an arson.
Glint reaches down to his left gauntlet and pops up two little arms, and then strings a bit of rubber between them. And reaches into his satchel and pulls out a glass ball about the size of like a Christmas ornament, full of like a pretty thick, dark liquid, and he loads it into that slingshot on his gauntlet, and he fires it at the mimic.
Ooh, slip shot.
Did that roll go through? That is grease, flavored as slip shot.
Oh, it's
Cool.
a deck save.
It's a deck save. Slick grease covers the ground in a 10-foot square centered on a point within range and turns it into difficult terrain for the duration. That's for a minute. When the grease appears, each creature standing in its area must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or fall prone. A creature that enters the area or ends its turn there must also succeed on the dex saving throw or fall prone.
What is the range for that?
60 feet.
Sorry, not the range, the radius.
10 feet.
Okay.
Like,
So
oh my
centered
gosh,
on-
the whole wall is covered in grease.
Sorry.
Slippy.
I don't know how to use the circles on this, so that whole area is covered. Ridley and
Yep.
and Fiddles need to make a deck save.
So Ridley gets an 18.
Ridley passes with flying colors. You know about grease.
I know
Heard
that.
of grease.
Fiddles
It's a 7 + 5, 12 for Fiddles.
Fiddles falls prone, and the mimic rolled a 9. So the coat rack falls on the ground with Fiddles. Ridley, you're stuck to it with your trident still.
Okay.
Glint, are you going to have Davey do anything or do anything with your bonus action?
No.
The mimic is on a surprise turn, so Sue, you are up.
I think Sue is going to just like reaction cast Sacred Flame, which is a cantrip. And it's not actually fire, and so I don't think it'll catch the grease on fire, but I could be wrong. But she's just going to take a chance. So I will cast Sacred Flame, and that is a dex saving throw, DC 13.
It gets a 4, so you can roll 4 radiant damage.
All right. That is 5 radiant damage.
Great. This mimic is getting pretty close to going down. It is bloodied.
That's all I got.
All right. Donnie, you have another turn.
Donnie's pretty close to the action here, it feels like, based off of where he's standing. The mimic currently has Ridley's trident
Yes.
connected to it, and what else? Nothing else?
It has Fiddle's rapier.
Okay. So Donnie's gonna cast heat metal because he figures maybe he can get these back if this thing chooses to let go of them. But he's gonna cast heat metal on the trident.
I'll let you know, because you'd be aware of this, that if Ridley does not let go, it will also hurt Ridley.
Correct. Hoping Ridley's got some.
Some survival instincts.
So for heat metal, the trident starts turning red with heat, and you can roll 2d8 because the mimic cannot let go of it.
I did not use a reaction. Can I let go?
If a creature's holding or wearing the object and takes damage, the creature must succeed on a Constitution save or drop the object if it can. So you have to take the damage.
Okay.
7.
7 damage to the mimic and to Ridley. Do you want to drop it, Ridley?
You talk about hot spear?
Hot spear.
I think I would like to not have hot spear in my hand.
Donnie, anything else?
Boom. I can do a bonus action, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Nothing to do here.
Okay. Fiddles, back up to you.
Is there any sort of like push further in for another attack since it's stuck to the tongue, or is it just like we're stuck there?
You can push further into attack.
I'm going to
You'll have
push
to use-
further into attack.
You have to use half your movement to stand up, but you will have advantage since it's prone.
Yep, we're going to do that. Attack roll coming at you. That's a 7 + 5, 12.
12 hits.
12 hits, and it's going to hit for...
Oh, nice.
That's a 6.
Oh, yeah.
That's a 4 for normal damage, 2 sneak attack. That's a total of 6.
Because a buddy is nearby.
Because a buddy is nearby.
It will not survive another hit like that as you put some force behind that rapier, pushing it further down its gullet.
Yeah, I really meant it.
Is that all you want to do on your turn?
Yeah.
Okay. Then Ridley, finish it off.
Well, hopefully
You can do it.
he's going to do just a big old two-handed swing with the glaive now that his now burnt palm is free of the trident. I think this will work. A 23.
Oh yeah, that hits.
Think that'll cover it.
You do not need to roll for damage unless you really want to.
Nah.
How do you kill it?
Yep. So Ridley decides that this, this coat rack is going to just become like a decorative stick. And he's going to use the glaive to chop off the top from the shaft, if you will, so that it is just a big old stick in a corner.
Chop that shaft.
Chop the shaft, as Ridley has says for years. He's said that. So
All this masked fighting has really paid off.
yeah.
All right. Well, the mimic is dead.
This is Vince. I hope you're enjoying this episode of Imagine Dungeons. Hey, real fast, I've got 2 quick requests for you. If you have enjoyed what you're listening to, first, I'd love it if you would just leave a rating and a review right in the platform that you're on. That could be Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Overcast, whatever it is you're using, just a quick rate and review right there. The second thing that you could do is tell someone that you love. Shoot, even someone that you like about the show. Great people surround themselves with great people, and we know you have great taste in shows. You probably have great taste in human beings that would love to hear it too. That would mean the world to us. Thanks so much for listening. Okay, let's go. Back to the show.
I am going to step away real quick and look through the eyes of my familiar. That was part of my plan originally, but now I'm doing it sooner than I planned.
Okay. Your consciousness enters the body of Nicole Kidman,
Yeah.
We come here.
who is perched on Leadhead's bald head.
Yes. Perfect.
He's inside of the.
Do you think we could we get Nicole Kidman to voice the parrot
Oh my
when
God.
we
Yeah,
do
definitely,
the adaptation
dude,
of this?
Easily.
Okay.
Definitely.
Just quick email. Yeah, and
Nicole, listen, we come to your inbox to feel. And so great start.
I'm sure she's done. It wouldn't be the first time she's done a parrot voice.
I bet it would.
For money. Yeah, maybe for money.
Yeah,
But
maybe.
for pleasure? A pleasure
Yeah.
parrot?
She it's a big party trick of hers.
Gwyneth Paltrow, strangely enough, has voiced a parrot as well as several other animals on the children's book, Brown Bear, What Do You See?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Ah.
And several others.
Yeah, read a book.
Don't know how. Never learned.
Don't need to. Gwyneth reads them to me.
I just call it gooping. Gonna go goop a book.
That's what Leadhead is doing. He is combining some wax that he's melting from candles and using it to plug some of the holes in the boat that he's been
literally
doing as you
gooping.
guys went along. The elves are nowhere to be seen. They are not on the boat.
Good.
Great.
Hey,
Can as Nicole Kidman, can I get a quick circle? Can I go up and get a quick circle, see what the eyes can see?
Yeah, roll a perception check.
I would love to. Nothing would make me happier. That's gonna go ahead and be a 9 minus 1, an 8.
Yeah, Nicole Kidman sees some little footprints in the sand.
That's where Jesus carried
Sheds
us.
a tear real quick, and that's about it.
Great. Do I feel as though I should be concerned about the footprints, or it's just the half elves doing their thing?
They said they were going to go look for cilantro.
Yeah.
They did say they were going to go off the boat and look for
I assume that's
cilantro.
probably all that's happening.
How do you remember that?
Steel trap.
Steel trap.
Nothing gets in or out.
it was born of just safety, of just like had to protect himself from all the things. So he's got to remember them all.
That's both mean and piercing and accurate.
Okay, so I will leave Nicole Kidman's consciousness alone and return to the hallway. And I think Fiddlesticks will say, "Hey, good news, everybody! Just checked out the boat. Seems like it's completely normal and expected out there."
All right.
Well, all right, honey. Thanks. Appreciate you.
After what happened to us in when we all went to Spider Hill at the ruined abbey, I believe we should try to stay together. Which of
I
these?
think that's a great
which
idea.
which of these three doors, door A, B, or C, should we go through?
Is there something we can roll to get a sense, maybe survival?
Ooh.
Yeah, can we huff
Or-
these doors?
Oh
Or
yeah, If you're-
investigation?
you could do perception to listen to or smell, depending on what you mean by huff.
I did mean smell. I don't know that turtle. Can turtles smell?
This one
Sure,
can.
Surely.
yeah. Surely.
have
They
nostrils.
can if we don't litter and put plastic straws in our noses.
So right.
Wow.
Folks, if Ridley fails this roll, hi, it's Doge here, stopping the podcast. If Ridley fails this roll, that's on you for littering.
I think Sue went ahead and took
Let's
it home
see.
for the rest of us.
That's
Yeah, for real.
14 plus 3, 17.
Okay. Are you listening? Are you smelling?
Sue has a pretty good nose. I mean, I guess she would smell.
You smell food coming from this room to the south.
Okay.
Well, y'all, I
Southern
think there's a
cooking.
kitchen over here. Anybody hungry?
I'm always hungry, yeah.
I could go for some food.
As long as it's not gold.
Remind me, why are we in this tower again? What were we looking for?
Stuff.
This tower belongs to the wizard Ramshackle, and I have reason to believe there might be inventions of notable construction here hidden in the tower.
Okay, so probably not in the kitchen then. We're not thinking like the kitchen will have some magic kitchen tools or...
The last
maybe I could
time
take?
we interacted or almost interacted with the foodstuffs, we were informed that it was hella trapped.
Yeah, I'd imagine there's traps everywhere. I've had my own 2020 experience here. And I'm down to
It's
play
like
it
you're
safe.
my
Not normally,
mirror.
but I think I will today.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
This is Donnie to Jordan. Hey, that's a great one. Way to get the layout there, buddy.
Donnie looks directly into the camera to say that.
Directly at Jordan. Here, I'm going to go give this one a sniff. That's a good idea, Sue. And I'm going to sniff the northeast door with my perception. Toucan Sam says no. A 3 plus 4 equals 7. Ready to give my update over here.
Just smells like rotten wood. Ridley, you got a 16.
Yep.
You can smell. One thing about owning a small business is you spend a lot of time with the books,
It's true.
and so you're familiar with the smell of paper and leather, and you can hear a little crackling fireplace coming from the northwest room.
Okay. I convey that information.
Do you think it's a library, then? A real wizard's library here, where we are.
I would say if I was a wizard, and I'm not, I would hide my inventions. Is that what you said? My machinations? Those would be probably closer to the books and fireplace than the ravioli
And I agree. Yeah, unless traps are like alcohol and burned off while cooking, we don't need to get anywhere near the food here. Sorry, Sue.
I get it. You know, you gotta do what's best for the team.
Fiddles looks at Sue like, are they?
Huh.
Hey,
And just to let y'all know, this one over here smells a lot like an old door. So
thank you.
Very
I
good.
do feel, it does feel like going Ridley's way. Feels like a good start.
Yeah.
So let's get it. And Donnie starts to walk over and open the door.
Yeah,
Let's do
they
it.
would follow. They would follow.
You open the door to the northwest, and it is it's a study. Inside there is a fireplace that's still lit. It is dying down. On one of the tables there is a coffee mug that has it's about half full. Depending on how you look at it, of course. There's some bookshelves and a comfy couch in the corner of the room.
Glenn's headed straight for the bookshelf.
Sure. Give me an investigation check as you start looking through the books.
Sure thing.
Fiddles is making rug angels.
Donnie walked over to the fireplace.
That's a 15 plus 5 for the investigation check. A 20. Dirty, disgusting, the nastiest thing you could ever imagine.
20.
Yeah, you you just run your fingers over the books until you find a tome of clear thought.
Wonderful.
Nice.
The tome of clear thought is full of memory and logic exercises. You can feel the words are charged with magic, and if you spend 48 hours over the course of a week, your intelligence score is going to increase by 2.
Hey now.
Ooh.
That's a big one.
Never has something better been given to Glint and my friend Doge.
This is very
This
true.
is made
If
for
he
him.
reads it to us while we're like sailing around, can we all
Yeah,
get
yeah.
like a +1?
Story time.
It does not operate like that, unfortunately.
And it's crazy because that's your choice. Like you're doing this to us.
That's correct. Yeah.
Glenn's going to take his new favorite book and sit down on the couch and immediately start reading it.
All right. Yeah. Donnie, you're feeling real warm and cozy by the fire.
Love it.
What's everybody else doing?
So part of the
making
reason,
rug angels.
yeah, Fiddles is making rug angels. He did say that.
Do want to investigate the fire. It does feel like to Donnie, like if there's another pathway, it could be around here.
Sure. You can roll for that.
Which one do you want, Measure? Or?
Investigation.
Oh, why does he get to do that one?
You're rolling on the floor.
That's a 19 plus 1. That's a 20.
Ooh. With a 20, you find Sirius Black himself in the fireplace.
Whoa!
That's what it looks like. It does look like a face. It is not, though. It is just the fire burning down. You do find on what do you call the base of the fireplace? The
Hearth?
on the hearth.
Nope.
There's
Maybe not. That's fine.
something like that. There's a fake brick
Yeah.
that you pull out of the wall, and there's a pair of glasses inside.
Oh, Thomas Jefferson.
Donnie looks back and he says, "The secret lies with Charlotte."
That's such a deep pull.
That's so good.
Just instant from the hip national treasure.
Cannot believe it.
Tell me about these glasses.
When you look through them, they are. Do you put them on your face, or are you just looking at them around?
I don't know if he's putting them around his face. He's kind of putting them up and looking at the party.
Yeah.
Like up in front of him to look through the lenses.
The first thing you notice is that they are way too small for your face. They have
like in real life.
a gold rim.
Okay.
And the lenses are tinted blue almost. Like a dark hazy blue.
They spend a lot of time looking at screens.
That's exactly what they're for. This is an iPad room.
They tint yellow at
It
10:30.
was just fire. Before it was screens, it was fire.
Yeah.
It was just the fire.
Ramshackle's doing Wizard College online. He's trying to protect his eyesight.
The University of Phoenix, but it's just that. It's just still called the University of Phoenix.
Amazing. What do these do, Gage?
Can I roll athletics to see if I know about the glasses? Because I've been beating up nerds my entire life.
As you're looking through these glasses, you sense the call of attunement. You are not sure what they do, but if you spend some time with them, you might. Davy comes over and is freaking out at the glasses, like, and it doesn't seem to be alarm; it's excitement.
I think that gets Glint's attention. Glint's gonna be like, Donnie, what do you have there? It seems to be driving Davy nuts.
I don't know. I'm feeling some kind of attunement here. They're too small for my face, but maybe something's going on here. Here, give him a look. And Donnie's not really tied to objects like this, and so he just gives it to...
The whole earth is my home.
Thing, dude. He's all about... He's more about this.
What is ownership?
Really. Material stuff is kind of like... But, yeah, hands it to Glint.
The moment you touch them, you smell ozone so strongly.
Huh. Can I cast Identify to see if I know about these glasses?
You can. The ritual, I was mistaken last episode, takes 10 minutes to cast. So if you guys want to spend some time hecking around up here, you can.
Sue is definitely going to be grabbing the dishes, just cleaning up a little bit.
Yeah.
Is the coffee still warm?
Thank you. Yeah, so that's what Ridley was going to do, Sue. So I'm with you. Because the reason that I came to a different door than the kitchen was I was hoping to not run into anybody. And I figured there'd be people in the kitchen. And so I was also wondering if does the fire look like freshly made? And is the coffee still warm? Like that kind of stuff. So I would be following Sue at this point.
The fire's dying down. The coffee is no longer warm.
Great news.
I'm just going to do a little bit of cleaning up. Y'all do you. I'll be here if you need me. Just holler.
You go.
Glint's closed the book of logic puzzles up. He's put it in his satchel. He's fully engrossed in these magic glasses now.
I know we've already kind of rolled for it, but can Fiddles run over to that door that smells like food and like put an ear to it and see if he hears like motion or movement behind it or anything?
Yes, you absolutely can.
Yeah, I think Fiddles gets up from the rug and just sort of like casually exits, probably hands in pockets, walking backwards out the door.
You can roll an investigation check this time.
Yes. Oh, you're gonna wish you never did that. You're gonna wish you never did that. You're gonna wish you never did that. That's a 12 plus 3, 15.
Okay, you do hear someone flipping. You're familiar with cards as a street urchin. Somebody shuffling a deck of cards inside.
Oh, okay. So, Fiddles is gonna like rogue mode activated, like slink into the study and kind of like close the door a crack behind him in the study. And then I think Fiddle says, okay, hey everybody. I just did a little listen over at the kitchen, and not only is there definitely someone or someone's in the kitchen, but it smells, get this, like cilantro. Who does that sound like? And he just sort of like taps his chin just in the most annoying way you've ever seen. Just like, who does that sound like? And he's covering the fact that he can't remember their names.
Mezcal and Cornelius. They said that they were going to look for some cilantro, right? It was their favorite.
Oh,
Do you think they followed us?
would they
Guys,
know
these
about
glasses are really interesting. I'm almost done
Tracking the
looking at
mark?
them.
We're right next to you, pal.
Well, I mean, they're our friends, right? So, like, we could go in and just say hello. If that's who we think it is, right?
They didn't say hello to us on the way, did they?
Well, did they know we were here?
Yeah, wait, we're saying that they passed us?
I mean, we did talk with, the little guy with the hat.
The Giants fan, yeah.
Yeah, we talked with him for a long time.
Yeah, but we had our eyes open. I think we could maybe save them a trip. We could play some cards. You said cards, right?
Yeah.
Let's go
Sounded
see
like,
if they'll
cards.
Yeah, cards. Yeah. Okay.
Cards.
Okay. I think when I started, I thought I did. I actually feel less confident now. But assuming that you and I mean the same thing when we say cards, maybe we could win some cilantro here.
Sometimes I step on Fiddles' voice like a skateboard, and it just shoots out from beneath my feet.
So y'all going over to the kitchen? You trying to find out the?
Yeah, it sort of seems like
how the boys are doing?
everybody's less concerned about this than me, so I'm down.
Yeah, I don't know. So because Ridley is like, what are we gotta get what we need. It might be these glasses. And then we can bail.
Right.
Like there's just a little bit of concern. And so I don't know that he's gonna be the one to go and rough some people up, but he's down if y'all need it. I'm gonna go we should go smell the old door again.
Again?
The other door? I mean,
just
go
get a
ahead.
third check.
It's worth a try, but it might waste your time.
Get a
there.
deeper
You-
huff on this guy. Betwixt the grain.
Really nuzzle in there.
Lick the door.
Okay. What do we hear on the other door? The non-kitchen door.
The third door. The door.
Yeah. Roll another perception or investigation.
No problem. 16 plus 3, 19.
Dang, son.
Nice.
You notice that the door is locked.
Okay.
And you you smell wood.
Okay, so
Interesting.
I love that in the fiction of this, Donnie went over and sniffed the door and was like, it smells like wood, and didn't even check to see if it was locked or
Turn the
unlocked.
knob.
So this is the wood one. We know that.
yeah, good news is this is where there is more lumber back there because I got a 19 and I'm still just clocking wood.
This is something that you would also probably it would dawn on you that if you want to make permanent repairs to your boat, this would be some good scraps to do it with.
Hey, yo.
I could probably get that door open. I've got some lockpicks.
Great. Yeah, let's do a crime.
You had me at do a crime.
That was the last one that I said.
Yep. Fiddles is gonna unlock this door
Yep, roll sleight of hand.
with thievery. That's an 11 plus 7, 18.
Plus 7.
Plus 7.
It's the only thing I truly excel at.
Yep, no problem. You pop that sucker open. Inside is a set of stairs, and there is a bunch of loose wood, planks, and blocks all over the floor. Stairs go up.
Nice.
If we were in Zelda, I could just put all this wood in my pocket.
Mm-hmm.
Do I have those kinds of pockets, or do I have to make some decisions?
Fiddles, have you investigated the knapsack that the ball bearings came in?
No.
Okay, unrelated.
Unrelated.
They could fit a couple
Sure.
blocks in
I
there.
suddenly feel like God is telling me that I should investigate the knapsack that these ball bearings came in.
Right now?
I can't describe it other than I have to do this.
Look, when God opens a door, you run through that door.
You open a sack.
You open the
Amen.
I investigate the sack.
Yeah, you open it, expecting to see 100 ball bearings, and they're in there, but it's pretty deep. This is a bag of holding,
Dang, son.
so you could fit a good amount of wooden planks in here. But it's 4x4, so not that much.
Did you smell the bag?
Fiddles just holds the open bag up to Ridley's nose.
Smells big.
Okay, we fill it with wood. We do that. We do fill it with wood.
Do you have enough wood for repairs now?
Yay!
Bum-ba-da-bum-bum.
Same page. It's our halfling blood.
So, Glenn, how's this going, man? What do we think we're working with? Yeah, do you need more time?
Probably a bit more time. I've puzzled out some of the deeper intricacies of this design, but it can be more or less background computation in my brain. Now, if you'd like to chat, Donnie.
Yeah, I think that'd be a great idea. Listen, man, I just want to say I've been on a handful of parties before, and I've seen a lot of people. I've seen a lot of things, and there hadn't been too many times that I'm starting to discover things about myself. It's been a while. It's fun to be in this arena, but also see some stuff from my past. I couldn't help it. You called me by my full name down when we were at the Abbey. Where'd you hear that?
Donyark
Ghaash'kalla.
Ghaash'kalla. Yes. Well, I recognize you. Donyark, how does it feel to be a forge fighter? I had your card, you know. In real life, is it true that your axe could deal extra damage to your enemies when you were in the attack phase of the match? Provided, of course, they weren't playing any damage blockers or the deckmaster hadn't declared a war frenzy yet. Is that true?
Yeah, as long as all those other little things were in place, yeah, we did damage. Do you have that card on you?
No. I don't think I have any of them anymore. I guess we're at the bottom of the ocean with the Blood-Drunk's ship, assuming the Kraken finished the work that it so clearly started as we were escaping.
Huh. Yeah, I mean, that was a part of me. It's kind of something that I'm trying to tone down a little bit, but yeah, most of my life was destined for the labyrinth and the demon wastes, holding back demons from the rest of the world, protecting people, and it kind of got exhausting, and it came with its own fanfare, and pretty drunk on it for a while, but things changed.
Donnie. And Glint's like... Glint's like trying to be cool. Donnie, let me shoot you straight, cowboy. You were the only card I ever had from the Guardians of the North battle pack. I also had, of course, Lady Sienna Swiftstrike, wielding the Blade of Lamentatious Laceration, Dr. Picilius, the Lord of Blades, Pierce, World Eater Wyvern, and Obliterating Owlbear from the Beasts of the Wild expansion, and, of course, Velos, leader of the Bayan Mandahu. You know, I got her to sign my card when she rode through my hometown, actually. Donnie, sometimes I feel like I don't understand the world. Like everyone read some sort of social primer that I neglected to study. Do you know how I ended up in our shared vampirate predicament?
No.
I was tricked, Donnie. I fell for a Craigslist scam.
Huh.
He had the card. It was right there. Velos's golden velociraptor. Crown jewel of the Beasts of the Wild expansion. I can't believe what I was about to pay for it. Childish. Really, but still the artwork on the card. The velociraptor looked just like it did the day Velos rode through my hometown. You know, she fit with the people around her. The other riders, I mean. They liked her. She was like them. And I guess you know what that feels like, Donnie. You were one of the Guardians of the North.
Yeah, I know what that was like, and I've seen how people see that bit of me. And I think I'm realizing there's some of it that won't ever really go away, as much as I'd want it to, but my life changed, Glint, for sure. I went from being a stone and kind of started being a sponge. It wasn't nearly as impressive, but I liked it more. Thought I'd just soak up some more stuff besides learning how to fight and learning how to kill, so that's why it's tough for me sometimes to get back into that, but I appreciate you sharing, Double Dub. You need to have some faith in yourself, my friend. And pardon me, I tend to just give nicknames like I scratch itches sometimes, but Double Dub stands for Wind Wrangler. You wear it well.
Ha! Wind Wrangler. Thanks, cowboy.
Not as cool as cowboy, you're right, but cowboy's nice. I'll take it. I appreciate you, Glenn. Oh, and here. First edition. Donnie pulls out something out of his back pocket, and it's the same card. First edition, Golden Raptor. I was a fan myself. Maybe we can make up for what you lost.
Donnie, I don't know what to say. It's a great start to my second deck.
Fiddlesticks runs into the room and screams,
Guys, our sack is huge.
One more plank. One more plank. One more plank.
Everybody who is not in that room, roll a perception check.
am I?
Not in
Which
the
room?
plank room?
Yeah, not in the conversation with Donnie and
Oh,
Clint.
Oh, I'm not.
Gotcha.
I think Sue was just like awkwardly, they were just awkwardly like picking up the mug and trying to like turn their back to the conversation.
It is funny to think about Sue navigating what feels like a serious conversation going on around her.
They're like busting the table in the room.
But like also very endeared to this sweet little conversation that's happening.
I got a nat 20.
Yeah, you did.
Get it?
I'm so glad that you rolled that, Ridley.
It might be my first of the game.
Woo! First crit.
As you're navigating, putting wood into this bag, you walk out into the main hallway.
What do I smell?
You hear
Sorry, I'm done.
you smell home. And one of the latches from the kitchen door slides past, and then you hear a chain falling from it. And then the door like slowly creeps open, and you can you see like eyes kind of peering over the edge of the door as you hear the whisper of like first edition Velas. You immediately recognize your nephew Snaps on the other side of the door.
Snaps? No.
Uncle Ridley?
Snaps. What are you doing here?
Hey, what are you doing here?
No. Okay. A couple of questions. Snaps, if you're here, who is watching the marina?
I think it's my mother.
Oh no.
You know how Dad is? He takes me, he just wants to be this treasure hunter, but, so he dragged me out here. I think he's talking to the wizard somewhere. Ridley, you'd be very familiar with his dad, who, his dad's name is Swill. He is a deadbeat. He has basically like shirked all the responsibilities of the family business to continuously hunt treasure, which he is notoriously terrible at.
Amazing.
Okay,
So this
so
isn't a brother-in-law situation. This is his brother.
You can tell me, Ridley.
Yeah, no, this is good. I'm learning a lot right now on the fly.
Gotta make a choice. Are you related to Darlene or Swill?
Yeah, I think that I'm related to Darlene.
Even worse.
Yeah. She married down.
Yeah, she married down, and also, like, there was probably never a thought that Darlene could take over the family business, which is a problem. So okay. Snaps. Good Lord. Supposed to give you kids chances, and you just keep throwing them back in my face. Okay, so you just said it yourself that your dad is a treasure hunter, really bad at it, and so your big plan was to follow him, thinking that you could remedy the situation. Why are you here?
I just want the old man to spend time with me. He's always gone. And so he came back and said he was going for another hunt, and so I just followed him. And when he found out that I was following him, he locked me in this room and said he'd be right back.
And when was that?
Feels like a couple of days ago, but
Okay.
I'm not too good at time. I've just been looking at my cards over here, and that's when I heard somebody's talking about forge fighting cards. What's going on with that? Did you find a new nephew to travel with?
Aww.
Look, I have no idea. You're not guilting me in this situation, Snaps.
You had a job to do, and you neglected the job, and then your dad it was a couple of days ago. Okay. It doesn't matter. Do you got anybody else in there with you? Or was it just you eating cilantro?
It's just me. I made nachos.
You made nachos. Well, that's okay. Do you have more?
I got a couple, and there's some carrots in here, and some tomatoes. And why don't you come in? There's a couple things in.
Yeah, so Ridley's going to follow him in there. He's really, really frustrated, but he also wants to check in on Snaps. I think also, if it's possible, I don't know how loud this conversation has been, but Ridley is probably trying to handle this discreetly as best he can before bringing him in with all of his other nephews.
You see, he has he's made a huge mess. You probably can tell pretty quickly he has not been there for days. His perception of time is just childlike. He just has one small mess on the table where he's just put some nachos over the fire. But he did not clean up after himself, and all of his little trading cards are splayed out on the table.
Okay. So I think Ridley's going to fall into a really familiar place for himself. Snaps often works at the marina. Snaps is a snapping turtle, and he also wears a hat backwards with the snaps prominently displayed because he thinks that it's just this, it's irony, you wouldn't understand. And so that is, Ridley keeps giving Snaps opportunities. Swill, I think he's not around very often, and he wants to really Snaps is the only one next in line in the family. There's not other kids. Ridley never had any kids of his own, and so he's just really had a fondness for Snaps and wants him to succeed, but Snaps makes that really hard. And so he just keeps hitting his head against this wall and giving him chances, and it's just, hey, go wash that boat that's increasingly farther and farther out in the back of the lot, so that Snaps has something to do, but it's not affecting the business anymore. So Ridley's cleaning up. She's just falling back into it. He's always cleaning up after Snaps, so he's putting his cards in order. Ridley he doesn't even know what these cards are, but he knows the order that Snaps likes them in. And so it's just very paternal in that as he's cleaning up. And he's like, Snaps, look, I don't... I love you, Dad. But buddy, you're getting older here. We gotta start reading the signs. He's not good at this. He left you locked in a kitchen with cilantro and a deck of cards so that he could go find a treasure. What was the big plan? Does he have anybody with him?
I mean, he just said he was gonna go look for the wizard, and
just a solo mish to find the wizard.
I'm not helpless. I mean, he inadvertently taught me how to make nachos.
Honestly, Snaps, it's a great point. Yeah, thanks for seeing the silver lining in this incredibly interesting situation that you found yourself in. Okay, so from here on, where's your boat?
Oh, we swam here.
You swam here?
Yeah.
Okay, that's quite a swim from the marina.
Yeah, we were visiting the cousins, the river turtles.
Oh, sure.
And,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, that's at least a day's swim. You stay here. I need to go make a couple of connections, a few conversations, and see if we can fit any nachos into a bag of holding, and I will be right back. Stay here.
Okay, yeah, bet. And he's compulsively doing the dip can frat snap.
It's great. It's good. Yep. Thank you. It's just you and me, and I'm glad that you felt you needed to do that with me. Okay. Snaps, you're doing great. You're doing great, and I'm proud of you, and you continue to overcome things that are impressive for your situation, and I love you. Okay. Stay here, though. I swear. And don't move your cards. They're going to get all dirty. Just leave them right there. I'll be right back. Ridley is just a big breath in the hallway. He's going to kick one of these vases real quick. Hopefully that's not a mimic. And then he's going to, like, the big breath. And then he's going to go back in. Hey, Fiddles, can you come here for a second?
Fiddles does.
Okay, team. There's no
Got a job? What do we have?
Yes, we do have some work in front of us.
Is there a joint to case?
I don't know how to make that funny. No. Listen. I can explain more along the way, but my nephew is here.
What? Really? That's awesome, man.
Yeah, so I'm still putting the pieces together myself. My brother-in-law is he's a professional wannabe ne'er-do-well. I don't know. He's out on the 7 seas. He hasn't found a thing, but he's sure there's an 8th sea. This dude, it's bad, y'all, but he's got his son roped in, and they don't have a boat. And so what I'm asking you all to do is, for the cost of admission is 1 plate of nachos. Can we just help get my nephew out of here, and he's going to roll with us?
I am. Well, I was going to say I'm not one to turn down family, but that's been my entire story arc for the last 20 years. So, can he fight, Ridley? I mean, we can't say no.
Yeah.
But is he a fighter? I mean, it seems like we're up against stuff all the time, man. I mean,
yeah, that is a great question, Donnie, and I'm so glad that you asked that. No, he cannot. Any other questions?
Okay.
Yeah, good.
Could he fit into a bag of holding?
Yes, but we would not have our ship materials, and it's a maybe on the nachos.
Okay.
Gotta have the nachos.
Is he a good person?
Any easier questions? Listen, and Ridley's gonna look over his shoulder just to make sure that I'm not being overheard by Snaps.
He is peeking his head out of the door.
He is a great kid that has a lot to offer and is trying to figure out his next right move, which is not following his deadbeat dad swimming through the ocean to find a bag of pennies.
Hey, sold.
I'm in.
I'm always down for more family. Bring him here.
Donnie's hand is on Glint's shoulder, because around the time that you were saying it's just a kid, it's just like good kid trying to find his way. I put a hand up there. Like, yeah, I'm down.
Great.
Nachos up front.
You heard the man. Snaps.
Just holds the bag of holding open.
Snaps comes out with like a full tray of uncooked nachos.
Right.
I didn't know I'd have guests.
Nachos.
I was just nomming on them by myself, you know.
Raw. This is groceries.
He just puts the it's like a tin platter. He just puts it right on like the coals of the fire. This will get him nice and toasty.
Now that is innovation. Now, how did you come up with that?
It's all up here. And he points at his noggin.
Oh, yeah.
Sue will fall back to the kitchen and wash all those dishes just to close that loop.
You saw that you immediately see one of his failed kitchen experiments before this. It looks like he might have been trying to make tomato sauce, because you can see footprints all over a bunch of tomatoes in a small crate.
Now, Snaps, darling. tell me about this one. Tell me what you did here. I'm curious to know more.
But I was, that one didn't work out too well. I was trying to make a little, maybe a little pizza bread, or something like that. I didn't have any of my tools, so I trying to smush the tomatoes, and I don't know.
Okay, so it was him. It wasn't like actually bloody footprints or something. Confirmed it was smashed tomatoes.
I just made a mess.
He is a monster.
Oh, so good.
Yeah, I can't win them all,
You could win some. Okay, so we are going to help get you back to wherever you need to go. I don't know where our journey is going to take you, but when it makes sense and we see an off-ramp, you are going to take that off-ramp. Do you understand?
Yeah, I get you. Hey, but real quick, I have a secret hidden talent for finding treasure, and I heard someone say that he's pretty good at lockpicking, and it's behind a cabinet that I can't get in.
Ooh. That sounds like it's right up my fiddles.
Wait. Before we go, Fiddles, and you do your thing, I need Snaps. Do you understand? This is temporary.
No, yeah, I got you, Unc.
I love you, but I can't have this responsibility on me, okay?
I love you too.
But the second part.
Fiddles is doing the bull thing with his feet on the carpet, just like, just ready to get at that lock.
Okay, look. Whenever we get outside, I need you to send a message to Darlene, yeah?
Okay, yeah.
Okay, show us this cabinet. Let's go.
He walks into the kitchen and shows you there's like a glass cabinet that's locked in the corner of the room. And behind it you can see that there is a pastry that has been made to look like a dragon. It's like, I don't know what that is, but looks tasty.
That is some fine craftsmanship.
Can I give the glass cabinet like a once over? Just like, what's up with this?
Yeah, sure.
Well, what's up with this?
It's typically a china cabinet, but it's been made to display baked goods.
I do unlock it.
I don't even think you need to roll for it. It's pretty easy lock to pick.
Sure.
And on a glass plate, you find a glazed donut dragon.
And there's a strobe light and Kesha plays.
You open the cabinet and it's just immediately TikTok by Kesha.
Yes.
Tick-tock on the clock. It's just,
I think Fiddles just sort of gestures from Snaps to Donut and back to Snaps.
After you.
You're very talented, sir. And he'll just pull the tail, like detaches. There's a little crease where you pull it apart. This is exactly the kind of treasure that I'm trying to find.
Oh, that's so cute.
I love this guy.
Is Snaps the Scrappy Doo of our podcast?
Scrappy Doo.
It's a giant sub sandwich. Okay. Well, not that this. Wow, this is great that we're all here when we're having a donut. This is a great use of our time, which is good. But anything else, maybe Snaps from your dad? All I could think of is we got to go up these stairs. But did he say anything of use before he abandoned you in the kitchen?
Not really. Yeah, you know how he is. He told me to wait here whenever he saw me, and then he ran upstairs. I heard a loud crash, and then I heard him run back outside. And ever since, I've just been hanging out here.
Okay, so so he didn't abandon you as much as he was perhaps accosted and fled for his life.
Accosted?
Yeah, like the donut.
Maybe. I don't know. He has a talent for staying alive in situations like that.
I think we should go upstairs.
Yeah, are we all ready? Glint, did you finish with those glasses?
Has it been 10 minutes?
Yes, it has.
Can I be done
Can you
looking
be out
at
of
glasses?
timeout?
Yeah. You finished looking at these glasses. I put them in your inventory. They are these storm color glasses. You know that this is an ancient magical item. And while you wear the glasses, you're resistant to thunder damage. And you or Davy could cast Shocking Grasp as a bonus action.
Ooh.
And twice per long rest. Well, I'll let you reveal that when you want to. There's a special ability that it grants you.
Fusro Da.
Fun.
I am the Dovahkiin now.
For all my Fusro dogs.
My Foos Road dogs.
Oh.
I'm putting the glasses on right away.
You immediately sense that there will be a storm here in about 2.5 days.
There will be a storm here in about 2.5 days. I just know it.
Fiddles is not 100% positive that Glint wouldn't have already known that anyway.
Yeah. He's just wearing the glasses to seem smarter.
That's so good.
Is it like the Apple weather app that he sees?
He has a heads-up display now.
Yeah, it's Apple Vision Pro for sure.
Oh
Yeah,
my
the
gosh.
glasses, I forgot to mention, they cover half of your face.
They weigh 8 pounds.
And if you pinch,
No,
your friends will leave.
Glint was already wearing glasses, and so I think that he probably one of the lenses was a little cracked from the harrowing adventures they've gone through. So he's taking his other glasses on and putting these on, and wouldn't you know it, they're his prescription exactly.
Magic.
Fiddles slides over to Glint and is like,
What are you doing with the old spectacles?
Oh, these? You can have them. I will warn you, I am blind as a bat, so they might not be of much use to you.
Don't give them to me. Give them to the sack.
and just holds open the bag of holding.
I like to imagine, and I'm not trying to write your character for you, that Fiddle like takes the lips of it and he's like, "Don't give them to me."
Yeah, sure.
Like make a little.
Absolutely.
Can I have that for
Absolutely.
you? Okay, great.
Don't give them to me.
Just wanted to make sure I'm picking.
Yeah, like that.
Glint's gonna drop his glasses in the sack
Yep.
then, obviously. You can't say no to the sack.
So you go upstairs, and there's a door directly to the south in front of you. It's locked. And there is a ladder that seems to go to an attic.
And that's all we see, a door and a ladder.
Mm-hmm.
We go in splitsies, or we sticking together?
Birds of a feather.
Don't split the
check,
party.
They check multiple. They fly south for the winter. I forget.
At the mention of Bird, Fiddles thinks that he should check in with Nicole Kidman, but he's just having a good time. You know what I mean? So he's like, nah, we'll check later.
I'm sure she's fine.
Yeah.
I think path of least resistance first, but maybe attic before locked door.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, easy. So you guys go up. Really, I only need to know who's climbing up first.
I'll do
Fiddles-
it.
Donnie would not climb up first. He's staying at the bottom.
I mean, I think Sue can go first. She can go.
Wait, Snaps.
Wait, is he here?
Send him in like a bomb drone. Just send him in.
Yeah, Ridley pulls out his little like a remote controller.
It's just like,
No.
snaps,
Sue should go
snaps,
first. I'm just
snaps,
kidding.
Snaps.
Yeah.
Sue will
He
peek her.
just throws a nacho in there.
Sue will peek their nose up over the edge.
When you kind of pry open this attic door, you immediately smell tea. There's a large pillow in the center of the floor, and a fireplace, and it looks just like a cozy little reading nook.
Y'all, this place. I don't know why we don't move in here. You're sure we have? Where are we going again? We can't just stay here. This looks so cozy. It's unoccupied?
Completely unoccupied.
Glint's plopping down on that big old pillow on the floor and he's pulling out his logic puzzle book again.
Does everybody come into the room?
Sure.
Yeah, I'll go up.
All right.
Is this a oolong or a throat coat situation?
There's a good answer to the question.
More of a.
Why won't you tell us what kind of tea it is?
It's an English breakfast situation.
Got it.
Pretty
timeless.
standard. There's a pot of sugar, an old dried out lemons wedge.
So is the tea still hot?
It is not
Good
at the
question.
moment.
Had to check. Had to check.
Whenever everybody climbs up the ladder, after a moment, the attic door slams shut. You see like a bluish shield trap all of you in a bubble. And the fire from the fireplace erupts. And everybody needs to make a dex save.
9 + 1, 10 for Donnie.
8 + 0, 8 for Sue.
A critical failure for Glintwood Thistlewick.
You on that pillow, you're just distracted.
8 + 5, 13 for Fiddles?
9 + 0.
That feels like a bunch of fails.
Everybody in the room, as the fireplace explodes, takes 15 fire damage.
Oofa doofa, dude.
My vitality.
Ouchie.
The pillow catches on fire and the ceramic teacups explode. And then the force field dispels and the attic door opens back up.
Did this happen when Glint's downstairs cheeks touched the pillow?
Whoever the last person was in the room, whenever you climbed up, that was when the explosion happened.
Well, I think we've learned all we need to on this one.
Can I do a quick investigation
Fiddles
check?
just says, what?
Yeah, Donnie does too.
What'd you say?
Donnie. I'm going to do investigation too.
Yeah, go for it.
It's got to be protecting something.
Let's do a group investigation.
I can
All right.
investigate.
Yes,
Let's all
dude.
investigate.
2 + 1, 3.
Come on,
Oh,
Donnie.
no.
Eyes are closed.
I crit,
Ooh.
but it's -2.
That's
But
okay.
that doesn't matter, right?
No,
No.
you got a 20,
Still
baby.
A crit is a crit is a crit?
Yeah.
Most of the time, yes.
You got a 14 + 3, 17 as backup
There you go.
if we need it.
4 + 5, 9.
With the mixed investigation check, you guys immediately pull up the pillow and see that there is a switch on it. There is a tripwire on the side of the ladder, and you guys can follow that and see that there's like a delayed explosion from the fireplace. But now that it's been triggered, the room's safe.
Okay, I do have 3 potions of healing for those of us who took the ouchies, which is all of us.
Did I find anything special for my crit?
You did not. This was
No.
This room was with your crit though. You can tell this room was very specifically designed to trap someone.
I mean, it did work.
Great.
Man, did this
Got
look
us pretty
cozy.
good.
Well, y'all, that's all she wrote. Let's get going.
That's a bummer. All right. Donnie heads down and gonna do a little investigation on the door, perhaps, or a perception.
Yeah.
It's locked. Are you trying to listen to the other side?
Yep.
Roll your perception check.
5 + 4, 9.
With a big whiff, you smell. I'm trying to think. You're well traveled, and so you'd be familiar that it smells like a furniture store in the other room.
Interesting.
Listen, I'm not much help. I feel like more help than earlier. It's got a furniture. It's got a hint of furniture to it. So
Wait a second.
he's just kind of like pointing, like hands
Wasn't
there.
the wizard's name Rooms to Go?
Real fun. Real funny.
Glenn opens the front cover of his book and it says, Ramshackle. See, it says property of Ramshackle.
Fiddlesticks just pats Glint on the shoulder.
So do we want me to unlock this bad girl or what's
It's
going on?
either you or I'm going to try and punch it open, so.
I'm going to unlock the door, everyone. Stand back. If the door breaks down, I will die at this point.
There's another bubble.
Roll sleight of hand.
It's coming in real handy today. That's a 10 + 7, 17.
Oh yeah, there you go. You are able to pretty easily unlock this door, which does lead to what seems to be Ramshackle's living quarters.
Ooh.
There's a L-shaped room here. Before you, there's a cluttered desk. There is a rug of resembling an owl bear, a gigantic bookshelf, and there's a bed in the corner of the room.
Fiddles would definitely, I think, peek around this room after the catastrophe of the last
Yeah,
room.
Donnie is too.
Glint wants to run over to the bookshelf so badly, but is quite literally burned by the last time he got excited to do some wizard stuff in this tower, so he is approaching it with great trepidation.
Sure. Does anybody want to make a perception check as you peek into the room?
Yeah.
I'll do it
Yes.
too.
We could do group perception.
Group percept.
18 plus 4, 22.
18 minus 1,
Ooh.
17.
3 plus 2, 5. Maybe these glasses aren't the right prescription.
15 plus 3, 18.
Great. Is that everybody? Are we missing one? Are we missing Ridley?
We're missing Ridley. He said feeding cat so he stays quiet.
Okay, with this group check, you can see that on the desk in the left side of the room, there is a large curved key. There is a folded note. Next to the bed, you can see that there's a staff leaning against the wall. There's a door to the south side of the room. And I think that's all you can tell from here.
We don't get any vibes of like danger.
After the last trap, I think you would feel like there is probably always a vibe of danger.
Can I very carefully make my way over to the bookshelf
Mm-hmm.
and start looking at those beautiful books?
Yeah, as you comb through the books, you see 2 books of note that jump out at you. Not literally. One of them is called The Voyage of Stormfist. There's another one called Galifarian Government Debunked. And there's a final book that is clearly a wizard spell book. But he leaves all of his comments in the margins about like who invented what theory for casting these spells and how he's better than them at it.
This is the coolest thing that Glint has ever seen in his life.
I was trying to come up with a joke on Half-Blood Prince, but I couldn't find it. I couldn't get there.
That's exactly where my thought went to. It all says Sectum Sempra. Oh, what does that do? I should try that.
As Glint is doing his nerd stuff, Fiddles is going to go check out the note on the desk.
Yeah, when you open the note, it details how you get to the wizard's basement through, there's like a secret passage, there's a secret password to a hidden trap door in the kitchen. And then when that opens up, there's a ladder that goes down to his secret wizard lair.
Great. Hey, everyone. I have something that everyone should see, methinks.
And he just turns the note out for whoever's eyes might want to scope.
Ridley's gonna smell it.
Smells like papyrus.
Get the kitchen.
Oh, also grab key while by desk. I forgot that part.
I mean, sounds like we're in the wrong place, right?
I say we head back down. Before we do, anybody want to check out the old staff over here? It looks pretty important.
Yes.
Donnie will walk over there and check out the staff that's leaning against the wall.
When you walk over to the carpet, you feel the carpet moving beneath you, and it all like folds and crumples up, sliding under the bed to form an owlbear.
What?
Oh no.
Its back is made of, it's like hide is made of carpet, and so you can still see like the patterns that make it up, and its beak is made of wood.
Uh-oh.
And it gives a loud screech, and everybody can roll for initiative.